सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमः पाणिनि कात्यायन पतंजलिभ्यः शब्द विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यः नमस्कारः and welcome to 93rd class today, and we are revising in a way future tense lut lakar lut future tense bhavishya kal. We have read in the previous class one write up on King Rana Pratapa of Mewad, and then in the passages we have come across several verbs of future tense: karishyati, bhavishyati, prapsyati, etc. And the Abhasa, the exercise 18, is based on this lesson, and to practice the future tense verbs of the given present tense verbs here. I may write for ready reference for the students. So Srinivas, you tell me, I'll keep writing. We have to write up to the 1 and 2 in Abhasa 18. Karoti onwards. Karoti is given. To take the second one, Anubhavati. So page number you can tell them. What is the page? Anubhavati is given. 59. Anubhavishyati. This is second one, na?
Second.
What is the third one?
Prapnoti.
Prapnoti. Prapsyati. Next.
Preshayati.
Preshayishyati.
Dadati.
Dasyati. Next.
Tyajati. Tyakshati.
Sixth.
Yes.
Tyajati become Tyakshyati. Seven.
Purayati.
Purayishyati. So actually the future tense is very simple because it resembles partially the present tense, ti everywhere, and only the middle part changes. Yes, next one.
Eighth one. Utpadayati.
Utpadayishyati. Next.
Ninth one. Bodhayati. Bodhayishyati.
Bodhayishyati.
Last one. Tenth one. Udghoshayati. Udghoshayishyati.
Bodhayishyati. Yes.
Actually, Tyakshati, Prapsyati, these things are different.
Whatever different, huh?
Yeah.
Prapsyati. What is to be highlighted here? Prapsyati doesn't get Ishya here. And all others are same.
Dasyati is also.
Dasyati also.
Tyakshati.
Tyakshati. Some changes will be there because of some grammatical rules there, which we are not going to disclose because not necessary for the students. Next, part 2.
Part 2.
What we are supposed to do? Purusha Vachana Anuganam. So according to the person we have to, this is part 1, I am sorry. This is part 1. Now part 2 is coming. 1 is given already?
Yeah, Karomi Karishya.
Karishya. No. Yeah, Karishya. So accordingly, second one?
Yajanti.
Tyakshanti. So third person present tense is given, you have to do it third person future tense. Next.
Likhama.
लेखिष्यामः लेखिष्यामः फोर्थ पठा वह पठिष्यावः नेक्स्ट क्रीडथ क्रीडिष्यथ ending will be the same always क्रीडिष्यथ 6 ददति this is plural ददाति दत्तः ददति दास्यन्ति दास्यन्ति will give गच्छसि गमिष्यसि गमिष्यसि जानामि first person singular therefore ज्ञास्यामि ज्ञास्यामि next okay 8 only so those who do not have books they need to look into these answers. We have done the third one also uttarani likantu in the previous class kaha suvarna patrena bhojanam na karishyati rana pratapah suvarna patrena bhojanam na karishyati ke dhanam dasyanti I think paurajanaah pura pramukhaah dhanam dasyanti ke adhika dhanani dhanyani utpadayanti paurajanaah adhika dhanyani utpadayishyanti. This is all. And we have also done on page 60 two sentences. Janaah katham vyavarishanti. Janaah, what the answer we took?
Pramukhaah vayam yatha.
Janaah katham vyavarishanti. Yatha pramukhaah vyavarishanti tatha janaah vyavarishanti. Ke yuvakan bodhayishyanti. युवकान युद्धकलां ग्राम प्रमुखाः युद्धकलां युवकान के युद्ध then no युवकान के means who here ग्राम प्रमुखाः युवकान बोधयिष्यन्ति. That is the answer we have taken. Fourth and fifth need to be done today. And uchitam rupam chitva, selecting the right form from the given box there. Rikta sthanam pureyantu, fill up the empty. So balakaha patham patishyanti. So you pick up the second verb given there in the order. Balakaha patham patishyanti. Next one, janaha dhvanim. Last verb. Sroshyanti. Srunvanti. Present tense is srunvanti. Srunoti, srunutaha, srunvanti. Srunomi, srunuvaha, srunumaha. We get in first person. So, janaha dhvanim sroshyanti. People will listen to this sound. So, third one, vayam dharmam palayishyamaha. Vayam dharmam palayishyamaha. Meaning, we will follow dharma. We will follow up dharma. Fourth, yuyam phalam khadishyatha. Yuyam phalam khadishyatha. You all will eat the fruit. Yuyam khadishyatha. Then the fifth one, tvam vishayam gnasyasi. Here tvam is the pronoun. So tvam vishayam gnasyasi. If it were saha vishayam gnasyati, aham vishayam gnasyami, I will know. You will know, that is the meaning. Tvam vishayam gnasyasi. So this is very simple. Fifth one, etesham vakyanam bhavishad rupani likhantu. Write the future forms of the given 10, out of which one is already given by the book. Balakaha patham patishyati. Right. Te vidyalayam gachanti becomes Te vidyalayam gachanti has to be converted into bhavishyat kala, future tense. Gamishyanti. Gachanti, Gamishanti. Te Vidyalayam Gamishanti. Next one. Chhatraha Suchanam Palayanti. How do you convert Palayanti into future? Palayishyanti. Chhatraha Suchanam Palayishyanti. Fourth. Tvam Geetam Shrunoshi. Tvam Geetam Shroshyasi. As per the given above, Shroshyanti. Tvam Geetam Shroshyasi. You will listen to this song. Panchamam Vakyam. Aham Dhanam Dadami. Aham Dhanam Dadami. Aham Dhanam Dasyami. Dasyami. Aham Dhanam Dasyami. I will give money. Sixth. Vayam Vishayan Janimaha. The present tense is Janimaha. Janami. Janivaha. Janimaha. We know the subject. We know the matter. So, Vayam Vishayam Jnasyamaha. Jnasyamaha. We will know the matter. Vayam Vishayan, here plural. We will know the matters. Vayam Vishayan Jnasyamaha. Janimaha turns into Jnasyamaha. Like the above, Jnasyasi, which is a clue there. Then the seventh one, Avam Lekhanihi Krinivaha. Avam, just look at the subject here, is Uttama Purusha Dvivachana. First person, dual number, Avam. Avam, we both. Avam, Aham Avam Vayam. Avam Lekhanihi Krinivaha. We both buy pens. It is here. We both will buy the pens. Avam Lekhanihi stands same. So the Krinivaha has to become changed Kreshyavaha. Kreshyavaha. Avam Lekhanihi Kreshyavaha. We both will buy the pens. Eighth. Yuyam Patram Preshayatha. Yuyam Bahuvachana. Yuyam Patram Preshayatha. Yuyam Patram Presha Ishyatha. Presha Ishyatha. You all will send a letter, meaning of the sentence. Ninth one. Bhavantaha Karyani Kurvanti. You are all doing your work. Bhavantaha Karyani Kurvanti. Kurvanti turns into future. Karishyanti. Bhavantaha Karyani Karishyanti. And the 10th one. Bhavatyaha, which is feminine of Bhavantaha. Bhavatyaha Chitram Darshayanti. You are showing a picture. You ladies are showing a picture. Bhavatyaha Chitram Darshayishyanti. You will show a picture. So rapidly we'll go down again. Gachanti becomes Gamishyanti. Palayanti becomes Palayishyanti. Shrunoshi becomes Shroshyasi. Dadami becomes Dasyami. Janami become, I think we have to write rapidly. Janimaha becomes Gnasyamaha. And you can just read. It doesn't take much time. What is the second one? And this is the exercise number 5. Te Vidyalayam Gachanti Gamishyanti. Yeah, next. This is number 2. One is already done now. Chhatraha Suchanam Palayishyanti. Fourth. Tvam Geetam Shroshyasi. Next. Dasyami. Aham Dhanam Dasyami. 6.
Vayam Vishayan Janimaha.
Vayam Vishayan Gnasyamaha. Vayam Vishayan Gnasyamaha. 7.
Avam Lekhanihi Krinivaha.
Avam Lekhanihi. Sorry. Kreshyavaha. यूयं पत्रं
प्रेषयिष्यथ
प्रेषयिष्यथ. Next.
भवन्तः कार्याणि कुर्वन्ति
करिष्यन्ति.
भवत्यः भवत्यः चित्रं दर्शयन्ति
दर्शयिष्यन्ति. दर्शयिष्यन्ति. That's it. So with this, the revision exercise of Bhavishyat Kala is done, and we are moving to look for Tva and Lyep, two very important participles. We have already studied, Srinivas. What did we study? Tavatu, Gatavan, Gatavati, Shrutavan, etc. Van, wherever you get in Pullinga, Vati. So that is one important participle, Kridanta Pratyaya, and Tva and Lyep also we came across in the book. Tva is used in the when two actions are performed. The first action, if it is completed, we use Gruham Gatva Bhojanam Karomi. After going home, having gone home, I will take my food. Or Vidyalayam Gatva Patishyami Pathami. After going to the school, I study. Karyalayam Gatva. So Gatva is Tvanta. Tva, where Tva sound is sounded very clearly. Lep also is used in the same sense. Purvakala. And lep is another participle which is used in the same sense where two actions are taking place. The first is done. We use Tva, we also use Lyep. But Lyep, whenever it is used, we need to have Upasarga. Dhatu plus Tva, you can use Gam plus Tva, Gatva. Kuru plus Tva, Krutva. Sna plus Tva, Snatva. Drush plus Tva, Društva. Shru, Shravana. Shru plus Tva, Shrutva. But when you use Lep, from Lep, Ya only remains. L and P sound, they disappear. In Tvanta, K disappears, Tva remains. In Tavatu, what we studied, K is gone, the end U gone, Tavat remains. That is added to the root verb. So like that here, Lep, from Lep, whenever Lep is used, Levanta, Lep Anta, we take Upasarga. For example, Anu is a Upasarga which we come across. Following Anu means after. Anu plus Bhu Dhatu. Bhu Bhavati. Plus this Lyep. Anubhuya. Meaning having experienced. Anubhuya. Kastam Anubhuya Sukham Prapnomi. So Anubhuya. If you use Bhu with Tva, the first Bhutva Praliyati. Bhutva coming like in Gita we come Bhutva. This is Tvanta. But when Lep is used, you must have one Upasarga, one preposition before the verb. So that is what we are going to see. Very important to participles or Kridantas, what we call in Sanskrit. Ekona Vimshaha Pataha Maishurapuram Prati Pravasaha. Journey towards Mysore. So with the help of a journey description, these participles are introduced here and a revision exercise only here. Priya Mitra, somebody is writing here. Vishwas is the person writing. Priya Mitra, you can read after me. Kushali Khalu Bhavan. Gate Saptahe Vayam. Maishurapuram. Društva Agatavantaha. Pravasa Vistaram. Shrotum Bhavataha Api. Kutuhalam Syat Kalu. Ataha Vistarena Likhami. So each paragraph I will read and then explain better. Meaning part. Kushali, Priya Mitra, somebody is writing to his friend, Priya Mitra, my dear friend, Kushali Khalu Bhavan. I hope you are doing well. Bhavan Kushali Khalu. Gate Saptahe, in the last week, in the previous week, Vayam Mahishurapuram, that Mysore is called Mahishurapuram. Mahishurapuram. We went, we had Agatavantaha, Društva Agatavantaha. We have been to, last week, we have been to Mysore, which is in southern part of India, a very lovely place. Mahishurapuram, Društva. Now here is the participle Društva, which needs to be underlined. Društva Agatavantaha, we have come. Having seen, we have returned, that means we have been there. Pravasa Vistaram Srotum Bhavataha api Kutuhalam Syat Khalu. So friend is saying, Bhavataha api Kutuhalam, you may also have curiosity to listen to, Srotum to listen, journey details, about the journey details. Pravasa Vistaram means journey details. You may also have curiosity to listen to the journey details since we have been to Mysore. Ataha, therefore, Vistarena Likhami. Therefore, I am writing in detail. Ataha Vistarena Likhami. So, next paragraph. Prataha Vayam Sardha Panchavadane Vidyalayam Prapya. Shadvadane Lokayanam Arudhavantaha. Prayana Samaye Aham Parshvasane Upavishya Prakriti Saundaryam Drushtavan Ghanta Dvayatmakam Prayanam Krutva Vayam Sri Ranga Pattanam Praptavantaha Tatra Ranganatha Mandiram Društva Tippu Prasadam cha Vilokya Pakshidhama Gatavantaha. So in these passages we are also coming across what we studied in the previous class, Tavatu. So we will also look into that. Prataha, this is an avyaya. Pratakal, Pratah morning. Vayam Sardha Panchavadane. Sardha Panchavadane at 5:30, half past 5, Vidyalayam Prapya, we have reached the school. So, school children, Vidyalayam Prapya. Prapya is a Lyabanta, Lyap, what is given, not Twa, Lyap. Prap plus Ya, Prapya. Prapya means having got to the school, having reached the school. At 5:30, Shadvadane, at 6 o'clock, Lokayanam Arudhavantaha, we boarded the bus. So, Arudhavantaha is also Tavatu Pratyaya, previously studied. Arudhavan, Arudhavantau, Arudhavantaha. We have boarded the school, bus, having reached the school at 5 in the morning. Yeah, Shadvadane. So, watch these words. Prapya Arudhavantaha. Then, Prayana Samaye, during the journey, Aham, the boy who is writing the letter, Parshvasane Upavishya. I have seated myself on the side seat in the bus. Window side. Parshvasana means window side. Upavishya. Now, Upavishya is again a Lyabanta. Upavishya. This is Lyap, not Twa. How Upa plus Vish plus Ya will indicate them, clearly show to these readers, the viewers. Prakriti Saundaryam Drushtavan. Having seated myself to the window side, I have watched the beauty of the nature. Prakriti Saundaryam Drushtavan. This is again, Drushtavan is our Tavatu Pratyayanta from the Dhatu Drush Darshane. Drushtavan. So, Ghanta Dvayatmakam Prayanam Krutva. So, having travelled for 2 hours, Ghanta Dvayatmakam Prayanam Krutva. Krutva is Tvanta. Having travelled for 2 hours, Vayam we Srirangapattanam praptavantah. We reached a city called Srirangapattanam. Srirangapattanam. Praptavantah is tavatu. Again, praptavan, praptavantau, praptavantah. Tatra in Srirangapattanam. Ranganatha mandiram društva. There, having seen the mandir, the temple of Ranganatha, again društva is tvanta. Having seen the temple of Ranganatha there, Tippu prasadam cha, and after seeing the palace of Tippu Sultan, Tippu prasadam cha vilokya, and also having seen the palace, prasada means here palace, prasada, Tippu prasadam cha vilokya. Now, društva, vilokya both are same, meaning wise. Društva means having seen, vilokya means also having seen. But the formation is different. Dhatu is different. The root involved in these two participle is different. What is the društva dhatu? Drush. What is the dhatu of vilokya? Vi upasarga loch. Lok. Vilok. Locha becomes lok. Vilokya. Having seen. Pakshidhama gatavantaha. We went to a place called Pakshidhama Gatavanta. Next paragraph. Tatra Vishalaha Jalashaya Asti.
Tatra Vishalaha
Jalashaya
Asti.
Naukayam Upavishya. Jalashaye Viharam Krutavantaha. Adhyapakaha Ekaikam Khagam Darshayitva Vivaranam Vadati Sma Jalashaye Karandavaha Hamsaha Anye Khagaha cha Sancharanti Te Asman Društva na Bhitaha Kechana Chhatraha Tan Uddishya Pashana Kandan Kshipanti Sma Navikaha Tan Tarjayitva Nivaritavan Kaschana Balikaha Avanamya Meenan Grahitum Prayatnam Krutavatyaha Tada Navikaha Naukam Kampayitva Hasitavan Tada Balikaha Bhitim Prapya Ho ho iti Krandanam Krutavatyaha Navikaha eva Taha Samashwasya Naukam Agre Nitavan. So this is a bigger passage here. Now there, Tatra there, which is an avyaya, as you know, Tatra means in Pakshidhama place. Because this connects with the Pakshidhama Gatavantaha. Tatra Pakshidhama Prante Pradeshe Vishalaha Jalashaya Asti. There is a very huge water body, lake like Jalashaya. Naukayam Upavishya, having seated ourselves in the boat. Naukayam Upavishya. Now this is Lyabanta. Upa plus Vish plus Ya. Vishadhatu. Visha Praveshana. Upavishya. Jalashaye, in the lake, Viharam Krutavanta. We travelled in the water lake, seated in the boat. Adhyapakaha, that time the teacher, Ekaikam Khagam, he was Darshayitva, another participle, Darshayitva, which is Tvanta, Drush Dhatu, Darshayitva, having shown each and every bird. Adhyapakaha Ekaikam Khagam Darshayitva, having shown each and every bird. Vivaranam Vadati Sma, he was giving the explanation. The teacher was pointing to each and every bird and giving the Vivarana, explanation. Jalashaye, in the lake, Karandavaha, there were ducks. Karanda is a kind of duck. Karandavaha, ducks. Hamsaha, swans. Anye Khaga, and other birds, cha Sancharanti, are moving there. They were moving in the lake. Te asman društva na bhitaha. So those birds were not frightened having seen us. Te asman društva na bhitaha. So društva is another participle here. Drish. So having seen. You can also use te asman vilokya. That can also be used. Alokya, vilokya, etc. Društva na bhitaha. They did not get scared. Kechana chhatraha, some students, tan uddishya, aiming them, pashana khandan kshipantisma. They were throwing pieces of stones at the birds. Some naughty students. So pashana khandan, pieces of stones. Pashana hruday. Pashana khandan kshipantisma. They were throwing stones at some of the birds. Uddishya. Uddishya means pointing out to. So again, this uddishya is also lepantha. Ut upasarga. Ut plus dishya plus ya. Uddishya. Aiming. So some students were throwing stones at them. Navikaha, that time the boatsman, tan tarjayitva, he frightened them. He frightened the boys. So here tarjayitva is another participle word used in tvanta. Tarjana means threatening, frightening. Tarjana means frightening. Tarjayitva, having scared them, nivaritavan, he prevented them from stoning the birds. Kaschanam balikaha. Then there were also boys and girls in the tour. So some girls, kaschana balikaha avanamya. Avanamya is another lyabanta here. Lyap. So just highlight it. Avanamya means bending down. Bending down. Avanamya. Ava upasarga nama and ya. Avanamya. Meenan grahitum prayatnam krutavatya. You know, when we travel in a boat, we bend down to catch some fishes were there. So some girls were trying to catch the fishes. Avanamya, bending down. Meenan, matsyan, grahitum, to catch. Prayatnam krutavatya. They have tried to catch the fishes, bending themselves. Tada, that time, then navikaha, the boatsman, naukam kampayitva, he shook the boat just to scare the girls also. So naukam kampayitva, this is tvanta. Having shaken the boat, hasitavan, he laughed. He laughed at the girls having shaken the boat. Tada, then balikaha bhitim prapya, then the girls got frightened. Prapya, bhitim prapya. So prapya is pra upasarga apa dhatu ya from lyabanta. Prapya, getting scared. Ho ho iti krandanam krutavatyaha. They cried. Krandana means they have cried, saying ho ho, etc. So navikaha eva taha samashvasya. That time the boatsman himself consoled them. Taha means them, those girls. Taha balikaha samashvasya. This is the word here used in lyabanta. Sam upasarga. Ashwas is the dhatu and ya is there. Samashvasya means having consoled. The boatsman himself scared them. The boatsman himself consoled them. Naukam agre nitavan. And having consoled the girls, he took the boat ahead, led the boat. Naukam agre nitavan. Nitavan is a participle tavatu. Nitavan. Next paragraph. Ghantam yavat vihrutya.
Ghantam yavat vihrutya.
Vayam Mahishurapuram gataha. Mahishurapuram gataha. Tasya nagarasya. Adhunikam nama. Mahisuriti. Chamundi Mahishasuram. Mardayitva. Lokam rakshitavati. Ataha. Tan nagarasya nama. Mahishurapuram. Iti jatam. Mahishurapure. Vayam. Sorry. రాజప్రాసాదం
రాజప్రాసాదం
జగన్మోహన వస్తు సంగ్రహాలయం
జగన్మోహన సంగ్రహాలయం
చ దృష్ట్వా చాముండీ పర్వతం గతవంతః
చాముండీ పర్వతం గతవంతః
తత్రైవ భుక్త్వా కించిత్ విశ్రమ్య జంతుశాలాం ద్రష్టుం గతాః. So in this fourth passage we look for the participles. Ghantam yavat vihrutya, having roamed about for an hour. Ghantam yavat means till an hour. Vihrutya, now here is the Levanta. Vihrutya, what is V plus Hru plus Ya, Vihrutya, having roamed for an hour. Vayam vi Mahishurapuram gataha, we reached the Mysore city. Tasya nagarasya adhunikam nama, now that city's modern name is Mysoriti. So Mahishurapuram became Mysore. Chamundi Mahishasuram mardayitva lokam rakshitavati. Chamundi Devi, in the, there is a story, Chamundi killed Mahishasura, was a demon. Mahishasuram mardayitva. Mardayitva is another participle here. Mardayitva means hatva, samhritya, samharam krutva. Mahishaasurasya samharam krutva, marayitva lokam rakshitavati. She protected the world, and from this only the city got its name. Mahishasura was killed by Chamundi, therefore it got Mahishurapuram became Mysore. Ataha, therefore tan nagarasya nama, that city's name Mahishurapuram iti jatam, it came to be known as Mahishurapuram. Mahishurapure, in the Mysore city, modern city, Vayam Rajaprasadam, there is a beautiful palace in the Mysore. Rajaprasadam Jaganmohana Vastu Sangrahalayam cha Drushtva, and we have seen a wonderful what do you call museum. Having seen a museum and the palace in the Mysore. Chamundi Parvatam Gatavantaha, we have gone to the Chamundi mountain. So Drushtva, again underline that. Tatraiva, there only Bhuktva Kinchit, there only we have eaten something. Bhuktva Kinchit Vishramya, and also having taken rest there. Bhuktva Kinchit Vishramya, there having eaten and rested for a while. Jantushalam Drashtum Gataha, we went, no, here we are not complete. So we went to see the Jantushala. There is also a what you call zoo, Jantushala in Mysore. So having seen the palace and the museum, we went to see the Jantushala. Next, Srinivas. Sayankale Vayam Vrindavanam Gataha. Vrindavanam Ramaniyam Sthalam. Janaha Sayankale Deepaihi Alankrutya Tasya Shobham Vardhayanti. Vayam Tatra Sukhena Upavishya Chanakan Khaditva Sitala Peyam Pitva Anandena Kalam Yapitavantaha. Only 2 lines here. Sayankale, in the evening, Vayam Vrindavanam Gataha, we reached the Vrindavan, that is Vrindavan Gardens, which was once a famous garden in India for many shootings of movies. But there are so many beautiful gardens now, more beautiful than that Hyderabad available in our state also, state capital. Vrindavanam Ramaniyam Sthalam, Vrindavan is a beautiful place. Janaha Sayankale, people in the evening, Deepaihi Alankrutya, they used to, in the evening this Vrindavan garden was used to be, now also it is decorated with lights. Deepaihi Alankrutya. Now look at this word, Alamkrutya. Alam is Upasarga, Kru Dhatu. Karoti. Kru Ya Krutya. Alamkrutya. Alamkarana means decoration. Kru to do, Alamkru to decorate it nicely. So do it nicely. Alamkrutya, deepaihi alamkrutya, having decorated it with lights, tasya shobham vardhayanti, they increase the beauty of this Vrindavan garden with the illumination. That is in other words, the beauty of Vrindavan gardens gets illuminated, enhanced by the illumination. Vayam tatra sukhena upavishya, we sat there very happily. Sukhena upavishya. Now look at the word upavishya. Upavishya means having seated. We are having seated there very comfortably. Upa is the upasarga, visha to dhatu and ya. Upavishatu, you know, upavishatu, etc. Upavishya, having seated there. Chanakan khaditva, another khaditva. What is khada? To eat. These people, we sat there happily and after eating chanaka. What is chanaka? Chanas, chana batana. Well, in English I cannot tell that. Chanaka is a kind of it's a eatable, I don't know what it is called. We generally eat in India, wherever in seashore, any beach side, these things are sold. So, chanakan khadayitva, Sitala peyam pitva, and drinking cool drinks. Pitva is another participle here. Pa piba pitva, drinking the cool drink. Anandena kalam yapitavantaha. We spent our time very happily. Yapitavantaha is that. Next, last paragraph. Sayam saptavadane tataha
सायं सप्तवादने ततः
प्रस्थाय वयं यानम् आरूढवन्तः प्रवासानुभवः अत्युत्तमः आसीत् तं प्रवासं स्मृत्वा स्मृत्वा इदानीमपि आनन्दम् अनुभवामि अहं भवतः मातामहौ मम प्रणामान् निवेदयतु अन्यान् सर्वान् च यथोचितं कथयतु पत्रस्य उत्तरं विलिख्य मां तोषयतु भावत्कः विश्वासः yours, that is bhavatka means yours vishwasa. So this is how the letter gets ended. Now in the passage, last paragraph here, Sayam Saptavadane, evening at 7 o'clock, Tataha Prasthaya, we having started from there, from the Mysore, what is the Vrindavan garden. Prasthaya is the word here to be analyzed. Prasthaya means having started. Pra is the upasarga, stha is the dhatu, and lep, this is lep. Prasthaya, vayam, we, yanam arudha we boarded the vehicle once again at 7 o'clock in the evening. Pravasanubhava, this journey, experience of this journey, atyuttamaha asit, was most excellent, was wonderful. Tam pravasam smrutva, recollecting time and again this journey, idanim api anandam anubhavami aham, I am enjoying even now, recalling time and again the experience of this travel. Bhavataha matamaho mahyai, so Mata Mahyai, for your Mata Mahi, means your grandmother. Bhavataha Mata Mahyai Mama Pranaman Nivedayetu. Please convey my salutations to your grandmother. Anyan Sarvancha, and to all others at home, Yathochitam Katayatu. You please convey them as you feel correct. Patrasya uttaram vilikhya. Now last participle coming up here is vilikhya. Patrasya uttaram cha vilikhya. You can say likitva. If you use tvanta, likitva. Patrasya uttaram vilikhya, having written, after writing the answer to my letter, mam toshayatu. So mam toshayatu means you please me. You please me by writing reply to my letter. Bhavatkaha vishwasa, yours vishwasa. This is how. Now let us go back and once again show them. First line, what are the participles? Društva. Right? So this comes from the, this is tvanta, društva. Sometimes this twa sound becomes twa in Sandhi. Drush plus twa, it is not drustva, it's very difficult to pronounce also. Drustva. So that is tvanta, having seen. And then second passage, prapya. Just keep on showing them, prapya. Now this is lep. What is the division? Pra plus apa plus ya, prapya. Having got there. Prapya here means having reached. Upavishya, third one. Upa plus vish plus ya, upavishya, having seated. Then krutva. The upavishya is lep. Okay? Next, what is the next, Srinivas? Ghanta dvayatmakam prayanam krutva. Krutva. Krutva is what? Ktvanta, lepanta? Ktvanta. Krutva means prayanam krutva, having taken the traveled. So, ktvanta. Then again, društva is repeated here. Ranganatha mandiram društva. Drush plus tva društva. Then vilokya. V plus loch plus ya, vilokya. Chakarasya, there is a change of changing to k, vilokya. Now watch here, kya has come, vilokya. So, third passage now. Upavishya. Do you think I need to write?
No. It's only bold.
Bold is there, na? Clear? Upa plus can very easily make. Vish plus ya, upavishya, seated, having seated. Darshayitva. Darsha plus tva, darshayit. Darshaya plus tva, darshayitva, having shown. Then third line, društva, again repeated, društva. Uddishya, ut plus dish plus ya, this is lep, uddishya. Tarjayitva, tarjaya plus tva. So this is very clearly tvanta, right? Then what is below tarjayitva? Avanamya. Ava is the upasarga, nama is the dhatu, and ya, this is lep. Avanamya means bending down. Balikaha avanamya means girls bending down. Okay? Kampayitva. Kampaya is the dhatu, and kampayitva, having shaken. Prapya, again it is coming second time, I think, right?
Yeah.
Third line it came, Vidyalayam prapya, bhitim prapya. See the difference. Vidyalayam prapya means having reached Vidyalaya. Bhitim prapya means after getting scared here. So from the given sentence you have to make out the meaning. Bhitim prapya means getting frightened. After being scared, having been scared. That is all. Then samashwasya. This is lep. Sam plus ashwasa. Dhatu plus ya, samashwasya. Then the fourth passage. Gantam yavat vihrutya, viharati, hara dhatu. V plus hru plus ya, vihrutya, having roamed. Meaning, mardayitva, mardaya is the dhatu. Tva, mardayitva means killed, having killed. Društva, coming fourth time here, maybe third time in this story. Društva, seen, having seen. Bhuktva, in the same line. Bhuktva means having eaten. Bhuja, to eat, from which you get bhojana, right? Bhuja becomes in tva, bhuktva. So, eating. Vishramya, what is this Vishramya? Lep. V plus Shram plus Lep. Vishramya, having rested. And down there, Alankrutya. Alankrutya. Alam, as I told you, Alam is the preposition. Kru is the dhatu. Ya, Alamkrutya, having decorated. Upavishya, having seated. Upa plus Vish plus Ya. Upavishya means having seated. Khaditva. Khada, to eat. This is tvanta. Tva. So khada plus tva. Pitva. What is the pitva dhatu? Pa, piba. Pa, to drink. Pitva. And the last passage, prasthaya, very easy. Prasthaya. Pra plus stha plus ya. This is lep. Prasthaya, having started. You know, Mahaprasthana. Mahaprasthana means great journey. Prasthana means journey. So something, prasthaya here. Having started. And down there, smrutva, smrutva, 2 times. Remembering time and again. Smru plus tva. Smru, smarati, smarami. Smrutva, smrutva, remembering, remembering, repeatedly. So, and finally one more is vilikya. Vi plus lik plus ya. Vilikya, having written, after writing. So, these are the tva and lep pratyayas which we have come across in this lesson. Very, very useful these are. If you add that one, tavatu, this is the third one, very important verbs. Now you can turn the page, Srinivas. Now there are some exercises here for you to do. How a Vartamana Rupa, present tense verb, can be converted into Tvanta and Lyabanta. You can see Lyabanta also. Pashyati becomes Društva, having seen. Prapnoti on the other box, second box, Lyabanta becomes Prapya. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and in all these verbs, you see, verbs are selected in such a way, the first Tvanta present tense are there, na, Vartamana Rupa.
Yeah.
First box verbs are without prepositions. Watch. For example, Pashyati, Karoti, Darshayati, Tarjayati, Kampayati. All these verbs are without any upasarga, prepositions added to them. In the second box, Lyabanta box, all the verbs are given with preposition. For example, Prapnoti, pra upasarga. Upavishati, upa is preposition. Vilokate, vi is the upas. Uddishati, ut. Ava, sama, sam. Vi, alang, alam, pra. So, verbs which are used with upasarga only can be used in Lyabanta. Just now I told you. Lep pratyaya comes only when upasarga is there. Otherwise it doesn't come. So that you have to watch. Now you can see and read. Pashyati becomes Društva. Can you make any sentence from your experience? Aham. You can say anything. Devam društva agacchami. Chitram društva agacchami. I will come after seeing the picture. Chalna chitram društva agacchami. Devam društva agacchami. I will see, or you can say, aham janakam društva agacchami. I will see my father and come. Mataram društva jananim društva agacchami. I will come after seeing my mother. Something like that. Društva. You have to make some sentences. Then prapnoti becomes prapya. Prapya has several meanings in the passage I told you. Vidyalayam prapya means reaching the school. Bhitim prapya, getting frightened. Dhanam prapya, if you say, after getting money. Moksham prapya, after getting moksha. Something like that. So prapnoti becomes in Lyabanta. Prapnoti cannot be converted into Tvanta because there is an upasarga there. Pra. Any verb which is having an upasarga cannot be derived in Tva. It has to be derived in Lyap. Remember this simple rule. Now read. Karoti. Krutva. Bhojanam krutva, patanam krutva, snanam krutva, japam krutva. You can make any other sentence. Upavishati, upavishya. Nirmala pradeshe upavishya japam karomi. Nirmala pradeshe upavishya. Having seated in a very peaceful place, I will do my japa. Okay? Or Nirmala pradeshe upavishya samskritam pathami. I will read Sanskrit sitting in a very clean and like that. Darshayati. Darshayita, having shown. Darshayati means shows, having shown. Vilokate, watches. Vilokate means sees. Saha pratimam vilokate or something. Chitram vilokate. Vilokya, having seen. Vilokya it becomes. Tarjayati. Tarjana means here threatening. Threatening. Tarjayati. So adhyapakaha balakan tarjayati. Adhyapakaha balakan tarjayati. Teacher is frightening the students like that. Tarjayitva, having frightened. Uddishati. Now uddishati generally means pointing out. Uddishati means pointing out. But sometimes it changes depending on the word. Puram uddishya gacchami. Nagaram uddishya gacchami. I am going towards city. So uddishya means pointing to that, etc. So uddishya, having pointed out. Kampayati. Kampayati means shakes. Shaking. Somebody is shaking. Kampayitva, having shaken, after shaking. So avanamati. Avanamati is bending down. Avanamya, having bent down. Mardayati, kills. Mardana is killing. Where did we get? Mahishasura Mardana. So Mardana means, Mardayati means Marayati. So Mardayitva, Marayitva, having killed. Samashvasayati, this is a very lengthy verb. Samashvasayati, consoles, consoling. Consoling. Samashvasya. Samashvasya, having consoled. Bhunkte, bhuktva. Bhunkte becomes eating. Bhuktva, after eating. Viharati, roaming around. You know, one dhatu, hru dhatu, harati means takes away. Viharati means roams. Samharati means kills. Aharati means brings. See how upasarga in Sanskrit changes the total meaning sometimes. Harati means takes. Aharati brings. Samharati kills. Upaharati takes near. Viharati roams around. How many meanings are coming? With the change of the upasarga, meaning changes. So I think that we need to study somewhere. Upasargena dhatvarto balad anyatra niyati. By putting the upasarga, the dhatu artha, dhatoh artha, balat anyatra niyati is taken somewhere. When you add upasarga, the meaning of the dhatu is forcibly taken away. Like vihara, vihara, parihara, samharavat. Vihara, ahara, parihara, samharavat. You take hara, hara, vihara, meaning changed. Parihara, meaning changed. Samhara, meaning changed. So like that. So that is the play here. Sam, samashvasayati. Okay, viharati, vihrutya. Khadati becomes khaditva, after eating. Vishramyati, taking rest. Vishramya. Pibati, pitva. Alankaroti, alankrutya, after decorating. Smarati, smrutva, from smarati. Pratisthati means starts. Starts going. Pratisthati. Prasthaya, having started. So these are the important tva and lyap which are readily given for us. Now read this. Dhyanena patantu. Yada ekaha karyadvayam karoti. When a person does, just now I was telling you, when any person does two actions. Yada ekaha karyadvayam karoti. When he does two actions simultaneously, tada purva karyavachakasya. Purva karyavachakasya kriyapadasya. The former, the first action. Purva karyavachakasya kriyapada. The verb which shows the previous action. Tva pratyaya bhavati. It takes tva pratyaya. It can take tva or lep also. When a person is doing two actions, like a boy going home and studying. Balakaha gruham gatva patati. Patishyati athava patishyati. or balakah griham prapya. You can use any patishyati after reaching home, etc. So in that you either get tva or lep. Udaharanam, Harishah khadati. Harish is eating. Harishah vidyalayam gacchati. Harish is also going to the school. Now we combine these two sentences by using this tva pratyaya. Harishah khaditva vidyalayam gacchati. Harish goes to school having eaten. Right? How much time, Srinivas?
Almost over.
Over. So we will stop here for the next class. Shubham Bhuyat.